morning, everyone. It's Liam Carlson here. It's time for another Vampire Diaries, as we're on episode 5 of season 4. So, yeah, speaking of 5, yeah, we got a little bit of information in regards to the 5. See, this episode should have been called The 5, episode 5 of season 4. So, yeah. No, I just got sidetracked there, but yeah, we did get to find out a little bit of information regarding the 5 after that was teased quite significantly in episode number 3. And yeah, we quite the information, especially in terms of confirmation that they are key to the cure that could potentially help Elena out, maybe Stefan, I don't know, but yeah, we had a bit more unravel, of course, over the course of the last episode with Connor working with that professor that appeared in the last episode. So but yeah, I'm intrigued to see how this episode goes by. It's been a really great 4 episodes so far for this season. So yeah, well, that's it. Let's get into episode number 5 of season 4 for the Vampire Diaries. Let's go. Yeah, they should have called this the 5. Episode 5. The 5.
I have to remove their head or their heart. That is according to lore. I'm just speculating.
I had to figure out how to do it on my own. I could have used some of this occult.
I'm not saying this shit again. No fucking way. No fucking way.
Been slow when it comes to providing answers.
I don't care if he's dead.
Just do what you do. The less I know about it, the better.
Interesting comment there. The less I know about it, the better.
But now, for the first time in a while, there's hope.
I feel
The
hopeless,
difference is here.
depressed,
There you go.
angry,
Hopeless, hope.
but most of all, I'm
Positivity,
Somewhere in the
negativity.
world.
You need to keep Damon in check.
It'd be a lot easier if I could just tell him the truth.
You trust Damon with the cure? I imagine he prefers Elena the way she is.
Nice try, Klaus.
Ooh,
But I trust Damon
testing.
more than I trust you.
You know, dynamics here.
Which is why my sister is lying daggered in a box.
Until someone
Who'll find out about
undaggers
the
her.
cure.
Rebecca and I are not a thing.
Well, I'm
He's
worried
none
about her.
the
She said she helped me find
wiser.
stuff out about the fire that killed my dad, and then she just disappeared.
Trust me.
Oh shit! Again, poor Jer.
So either he's dodging both of us.
or something's wrong.
See, this has really got them both curious, and it's like, well,
Gilbert, give me your cell phone.
Okay, at least let April go. She doesn't have anything to do with this.
She has everything to do with this. Her and her father.
oh
But she and I have
shit.
history.
Plan?
Yeah, we have a plan. The plan is I'm gonna rip Connor's heart out and I'm gonna feed it to him.
That's not a plan. We need to be careful. Connor has
Damn,
Jeremy.
David.
Who knows how many other hostages?
Hence the open heart surgery.
Damon's right. Connor's strong, but he's not going to be able to take all of us.
I called in the hybrid. Some extra help. So where the hell's the Wicked Witch of the West?
She can't do magic.
Really? We'll call her, tell her Jeremy's life is in danger. Maybe that'll bring her out of retirement.
Oy. I mean, stakes are high. A lot of people's lives are on the line, so Damon's absolutely going to go to war.
I can't.
You're afraid to practice magic because those witch spirits convinced you. It's wrong. They threatened your grams and they
So,
made you feel
we're going to
guilty.
bring you back into the game with hypno.
You just have to
Hypnotherapy?
confront that fear.
These two idiots are like danger magnets.
We have to get them out of there.
Yeah, I just need a little more time.
The clock's ticking, brother.
You know, I can do without the color commentary.
I'm going in these tunnels.
I mean, it is really
This guy doesn't know
tense,
that you're a
but
vampire. Let's keep it
we'll be
that way.
fine,
Maybe
right?
that's it.
You sure are good at it.
My brother is the only thing that's holding me together right now, Damon. If
To
anything
do
happens to him,
whatever it
We'll
takes.
get him out.
Until I realized that the mark held the answer to why I'm the way I am. The more I kill, the more it grows, and once it's complete, I'll know my story, and all this will have meant something.
He's got to finish the story.
Hey, we're gonna have visitors soon. You two.
Did he compel you?
I am telling you the truth. This is the best way to get everyone out.
Okay, what is with you two? We're wasting time.
Yeah.
No, she's right. Screw your plan. I'll kill Connor myself.
You might be in way over your... Damn, you're bang, you're dead.
The most important thing that I have ever asked you to do. I just need you to trust me.
Please.
Ah! It's always that it's the most important thing.
Ty's buddies, and I haven't heard about you, so how about we cut the crap?
Yeah, I don't do teen drama. Take it up with Ty. Excuse me.
Except we're going into dramatics.
Stay out of this, Haley.
I kept that to myself. I'm sorry, mate. So should I just assume you're back to being...
Oh, fuck.
How did you phrase it? Ah, yes. My little bitch.
She got turned by this vampire was hunting. He thought it'd be ironic.
What happened to her?
The hunter had become the hunted, in a sense.
I didn't want to hurt her.
It's not a hunter, but...
She promised that she would keep it under control, but... Vampire's like a loaded gun. Eventually it's gonna go off. That's when I got this.
That was the first. That was
you
the first.
killed your own friend?
Listen!
There you go. Weren't accounting for that. Oh, guy got nailed pretty bad. Jesus! I'm stepping, damn!
Connor, you don't have to do this.
Uh-oh.
Stefan?
Oh, no.
No, Elena, this guy's dangerous.
So am I, Damon.
Then you need to be smart. He doesn't know you're a vampire. You get
Play
as
that
close
to
as
your
you can.
advantage. In front of him. Yeah, knew it. She had to jump there. Oh, shit. Oh!
Taking him with me.
That's the thing, you're not. I don't know what you're up to or what Klaus has over you, but even if I have to go through you,
Oh, is Connor gonna spill the beans here?
Better back off, Damon.
what?
Klaus will kill anyone who knows.
Man, it has to be good.
He is done.
Spill it! Connor's tattoo is the key to a cure.
A cure for what?
For her. For Elena.
So much for that
Klaus thought he was a cure for
secrecy.
vampires.
He'll ever meet.
You missed.
Oh, shit. Oh! Oh, fuck! Oh.
Guess it wasn't good enough.
Oh, I don't know.
It wasn't that one, but it was the rest of them. Bonnie! Oh my god! Unless he did that. Just to give her a little bit of an encouragement.
I killed someone.
Oh god. This is the thing that was a worrying factor, that humanity.
There are other hybrids that need to be set free. Haley and I can help them. But if Klaus found out about
Okay.
what we're trying to do,
Are you... So...
he'd kill us all.
I mean, that is true. So, he is pulling the wool over Klaus's eyes.
Hey, April. Did you drop this?
Oh, that's not mine.
You sure?
Oh, Jeremy! Jeremy!
Thanks, but
I like it.
What?
Fuck!
What's wrong?
Nothing.
I knew it!
He said there was a Brotherhood of the Five.
Which means there are other hunters out there, and I'm just gonna keep looking until I find one.
Sure, Stefan.
Wow.
Since you asked, I'd be happy to go on a suicide mission with you for a potentially non-existent cure. No problem. Clear about one thing.
What's that?
I'm fine with her either way, brother. So I do this. I'm doing it for you.
Oh, damn. Holy shit. Yeah. Because that's what she needs right now, is her mind just fucking her over. Well. Oh, well, yay. Because we know that there has been worry about Elena and her not being able to deal if she, lost. Just given who she is, just given her, true nature and all that shit. And it's kind of sad because that she is going through this. There were heightened emotions with the fact that Jeremy, she mentioned multiple times in this episode, Jeremy's all she has left, really, in terms of family. And the fact that he nearly died today was breaking point for Elena. So, that's why I'm sad. It is sad because, I mean, it's not like she lost control because, she wanted to have a little gander about what killing was like as a vampire. It was a protective reason. She was trying to defend the only family she has left. But still, the main thing is she took a life, and that's it. It doesn't matter the reasoning in her mind. She took a life, she lost control, and that is the thing that she was afraid of. So, like I said, it's sad because of the fact that Connor was on the cusp of taking Jeremy away from her, which would have ultimately broken her further and further. But at the end of the day, she still lost it. And that's the thing she tried to steer away from. And I mean, it just makes sense with killing Connor and killing and the fact that Elena, this has been playing on her worries that this is going to be a very interesting episode next episode. The fact that Elena is essentially losing her mind, seeing things. Kind of like I don't know how you would act if if a vampire was suffering from the werewolf bite. Except I guess in this case not as deadly, although you might become the deadly ramifications, if that makes sense. So yeah, but I mean, it also really presses the need for Elena to have this cure more than ever. If there's no way to quell her mind, really. So yeah. But I did really love this episode. I mean, it was very intense, and of course you kind of expected Jeremy, Matt, and April to get out without losing their life. Still, though, it was it was always going to be a very traumatic experience for Elena and co. For those who were fighting to save these characters. Especially with Elena, as she made a mention. Hey, good. Jeremy is the only family she has left, and she couldn't risk losing him. So when she entered the grill, I knew that she was good. Like, obviously, Damon had that encouragement. Okay, play it safe because he doesn't know that you're a vampire. But obviously, you knew that she was gonna jump him in some degree because. Although she still caught him off guard. That is one thing. Because of the fact that he could have gone another way if he knew instantly. So yeah, but still, it was really. I mean, it was very intense. Like, especially with how Connor rigged up the place. And there was that guy there was that hybrid Dean, I think his name was. he got nailed. Not in that way either. So, but yeah, I mean, it was really, really brutal, and it kind of gives you a really, I mean, we've seen Connor in action before, of course, but with the way that he rigged up the place as if he was waiting for two burglars on Christmas, get that reference in his own home. The way that he rigged up the place was just diabolical, and you get to see the ramifications because of sacrifice number 2. Because last episode, yeah, we had Nate die, and now in terms of who's the sacrificial, well, I say sacrificial lamb, but it's sacrificial hybrid. Last time it was Nate. This time it was Dean. So, and it gives you a really, really rough idea about how visceral things are. So, yeah, and that was before the whole of the chest. So, but yeah, it was really, really good for Matt to help out April find a way. I mean, obviously the cellar was bricked up, but he was able to give a little bit of an instruction to Stefan. So yeah. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm just really, really I mean, it was going to be very interesting to see how Connor's story would end. I mean, I would have assumed death, and I think it makes sense with Elena and her first kill being Connor. It makes sense, really. So yeah, as well as it kind of helps Jeremy's story as well, because now he has that tattoo. I think I did say in the last episode as well, I wonder if, you know, funnily enough, actually, they call it Hunter's Mark, and I'm just thinking back in D&D and all of that. Not exactly a tattoo, at least to my knowledge. But you know, when it comes to D&D, you have this thing, Rangers, they have this thing called Hunter's Mark, which gives a little bit of extra damage to their opponents. Once you know, the opposition has been dealt with, aka killed, you shift the Hunter's Mark to the next target if needs be. And it's kind of similar here, like the whole Hunter's Mark thing, with Connor dying, it shifts to Jeremy. But I did say it in the last episode, so I don't know, I wasn't instinctively thinking, oh, it's going to be like Hunter's Mark from D&D, where it shifts to, if Connor dies, it'll shift to, like, Jeremy, for example. I wasn't exactly thinking it was like D&D, when I made that prediction, it would shift to another person. But yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense in my mind. So yeah, but here's the thing for Jeremy. He can't tell, not Stefan, he can't tell Klaus. Klaus is gonna know anyways, but the ball's in their court, really. Although Klaus might put 2 and 2 together in regards to the fact that, well, if Jeremy and Connor had this, you know, connectivity, if he can see the tattoo, then it might make sense for Jeremy to get the tattoo. So, but I mean, it will be very, very interesting to see where things go in regards to, you know, Jeremy with the Hunter's Mark. That's going to be interesting. Who is he going to tell it to? Is he going to keep it secret? So, but the thing is, he's going to have to kill so, yeah, he's going to have to kill some vampires. I mean, it just, I mean, for this thing to you know, kick up a notch. Yeah. Because, it's just very interesting. You don't imagine Jeremy to be in that position, but he's going to have to, really. So, obviously to the red shirts, but yeah. But yeah, I felt like this was a really, really great episode. There was, of course, the whole debacle with you know, Stefan contacting Klaus. I do love it though, because obviously Klaus says, like, okay, well, you're not going to mention our little cahoots to anyone, and Stefan's not making it subtle whatsoever. And it's not like Stefan accidentally let slip or whatever. Elena and Damon are smart enough to know that, you know, Stefan's being dodgy, and yeah, Damon's gonna take things into his own hands, literally. So And there was also the whole situation with Bonnie trying to get her abilities back, because you had that professor try to help her in terms of getting back into the groove. Hypnotherapy, I guess, was a little bit of a inclusion there. But yeah, there might seem to be a way forward with the candles bit. I'm not entirely I don't know, because I do feel like maybe Shane somehow had a part in that, like to kind of give Bonnie a little bit of an encouragement, because Bonnie, of course, and no doubt, given her experiences, she doubted what she could do, and then, you know, it wasn't just one candle, it was just all but that one candle. And I was just thinking, unless he did it to kind of give her a little bit of an encouragement, so it could be because obviously she was doubting herself. I could be completely wrong here and all that jazz, because Shane is still a very, very interesting character to follow, who obviously just got introduced last episode. But yeah, I was just thinking, well, you know, they could do it where Bonnie didn't exactly, you know, ignite the majority of the candles, but Shane did, to give her a little bit of that encouragement, so it can ingrain it, so it can just play with her mind in terms of, hey, you did this. So, and that gives Bonnie a bit more confidence, from here onwards. So, but no, that's just my 2 cents. I'd like to think that Bonnie, you know, did do that, and, you know, Shane did, you know, verbally encourage her to the point where, holy shit, I can do it. So, but yeah, like I said, it was a really, really intense episode, like, especially when it came to the brother dynamic. And here's the thing, though, when it comes to, like, going to, you know, how Stefan obviously kept that little bit of a secret there. Of course, Damon's gonna get absolutely aggressive in terms of trying to crack this case. Why is Stefan and Klaus in cahoots and all of that? Because Elena was even frustrated, like, especially when she was told to trust Stefan. And, you know, given last season as well, you just worried that, okay, is Stefan going to go back downhill and all of that? So I feel like Klaus is in a bit of a losing battle, although then again, like I said, Stefan wasn't exactly discreet with his calls and all of that, so he was out in broad daylight. Yeah, so but I mean, yeah, you can't exactly blame Damon for being a bit curious and all of that, and then of course he had to let slip. So so it was just really, really you know, great to have. I mean, great that they didn't drag it out, I guess you could say. But like I said, this shit was always going to spill out before Klaus returned from Italy anyway. So yeah, but yeah, I found it very interesting with Damon agreeing to, you know, be in on this cure shenanigans for Elena. Because I feel like, especially with this episode, like I said, it's now very imperative that Elena gets this cure in the eyes of the characters, because Elena's, and they are not even aware of the fact that she's hallucinating yet. But given when they buried Connor, Elena just absolutely lost it, and it just plays on to the fears of what I guess I alluded to in the last episode about the fact that she might not be able, there might be a case where she's not able to handle it and she cracks, and then here we are in this episode. And, you know, I think it's on brand for Damon, because I do believe him. I know it sounds really insane, because obviously there is the side where Damon is wanting to kind of, like, he did make the mention about Elena's, you know, shame spiraling. Wasn't that the word that he brought up? She's a newbie and all of that, and she'll get the hang of it. So, in regards to how downbeat Elena was, But I feel like with you know, what's been happening and all of that, as well as the fact that, well, prior to you know, this episode, there was no acknowledgement of a cure. So, you know, this was the best that, you know, could happen. Like, Elena has to somehow adjust and you know, get past the whole shame spiraling thing. It makes sense for Damon to just be like be on board with this whole cure thing. Because there is a way. And here's the thing. We know that Damon has, for a long time, and even still to this day in some degree, he's hated Stefan for making him turn into a vampire in the first place. And there is a part of him that wishes to have that humanity with him. Now, here's an opportunity for Elena to get... She does not want this. She is... And, yeah, no one, of course... I mean, yeah, we did have Meredith give her the blood, and, of course, there was that whole hemorrhage thing. But it's not like Stefan, oh, I'm going to force her to turn into a vampire. It's not like that happened or anything like that. But Elena is struggling to cope with this whole situation of being a vampire. She does not want this at the end of the day. She's trying to cope with things, but yeah. And she will happily, I feel like she will happily take the cure, and I think Damon would be supportive of that, because he doesn't want to fall, in my mind, he should not be falling into the same trap of what Stefan did in regards to how Stefan forced him to become a vampire, and, you know, he does not want to fall into the trap that Damon's going to force Elena to continue being a vampire even if there is this cure. So I think he is definitely... So it makes sense for him to be definitely on board with this cure if it's going to help Elena out. Because he's always going to look out for Elena. So, you know, this whole situation of, you know, fine with her either way. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like Damon has a point there. Of course, he has been trying to get her adjusted to this whole vampire, but now he knows there's a cure, and it's like, well, if she gets this... previously, there was no way back from this. So, if Elena has a way back, Damon's going to be supportive of that. Otherwise, it's just going to kind of make him a hypocrite in regards to, well, I hate Stefan for forcing me in terms of, you know, forcing me to become a vampire. If he is like, well, Elena can't take this cure and all of that. That's my 2 cents on the matter. So, yeah, but yeah, there was also the whole Tyler debacle as well, because Caroline, yeah, ooh, that was coming out, wasn't it? In terms of, you know, the whole secrecy with Tyler and Haley. So, yeah. And yeah, it's just very, very interesting to see that there is this whole kind of manipulation to Klaus, that they did have a little bit of a thing. Because in the background of things, they are trying to break the siring for all the hybrids to Klaus. But it makes sense, because Klaus will fuck him up if he found out about that shit. But in order to, you know, make him think none the wiser and make him think he's high on his throne and all of that, we're going to feed a little bit of dramatics to Klaus, that there is this little affair going on. So, see, there is a part of me that does doubt, but at the same time, I do get it. It's a way to manipulate Klaus. Klaus always likes to have this power. But, you know, and you know, having this idea that there was a little bit of a fling between Tyler and Haley is going to give him bragging rights. Whilst in the background, yeah, he is none the wiser about all of this desiring program that we're doing in regards to all of his hybrids. So, yeah. So, I am glad that got covered up rather than just peer into some dramatics that I guess needlessly does not need to happen in regards to Tyler and Haley. You know, in the background of season 3, them two banged. So, yeah. And I like to think that Tyler is better than that. Maybe season 1, I was, a bit done with his shit, but he has grown. And like I said, I'd like to think that Tyler is better than that. And, yeah. This whole shebang makes sense with, oh, yeah, we had an affair. Yeah, we had an affair. So, yeah, but a really, really great episode. I'm looking forward for the next episode. It's a shame that I might have to wait a bit of a week because I have a stacked week ahead of me in terms of, well, not just reactions, but stuff outside of reactions. So, yeah, but yeah, great episode. So I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!